Hey, and welcome to the Board Game Chair. This is a PAX Games podcast. I am your host, Trevin, and this is my co-host, Monique, and we are from the board game YouTube channel, PAX Games. And usually in our podcast, we talk about our first impressions of a game, and this week we are talking about the solo game, Final Girl.
We've kind of been dying to make this joke for the past, 2 weeks?
2 weeks. Yeah.
Where, yes, we played a solo game.
Oh my word, I thought we were going to save this for later, but go.
No, we can do it again in the video. Later.
Okay, say it.
We played a solo game at 2 players.
And by that, she means she played the game and I watched the whole time like a hawk.
It's true. But my first impression of the game, if I could sum it up in one word, is wow. Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson. So wait, let's back up just a second here. Let's talk about what is the game.
Okay, so basically what you're doing in Final Girl, it is a solo game where you are the final girl in a horror movie or some crazy situation. In the box I bought, it was the organism at Station 2891, somewhere in the Arctic. And I'm trying to get away from this alien zombie creature. And basically, I'm playing against the game. I draw cards, I lose strength, the enemy loses strength, and as you go, you defeat the enemy, hopefully.
Hopefully. A lot of times you don't.
Yeah, but that's basically the gist of the game. I don't know, would you add anything?
No, it's kind of like a deck building game. You're kind of making your own deck of hands of cards, and you're basically going to play them, like she said, to be able to do things like move, pick up items, use the items. And depending on which box you get, stuff will happen. Of course, we're going to give a spoiler warning. So if you're wanting nothing to know about this game, stop now because we're going to go and talk about each game.
We're planning to release a review video on Final Girl
and play more boxes.
And after we've played a couple more boxes, and that one should be free of spoilers, we're going to try and
we'll try to do our best.
Do our best just because we want you guys to know about this game, but yeah.
Today's spoilers.
Yes, we want to tell you everything about it.
So, okay, so when I was watching her play this game, because again, I watched.
No, you played once. I
played once. I did play once.
Did you play this box?
No, I played the other one.
Okay.
Yeah. So in this box, basically what happens is there's 3 potential killers. And the way you find out is you have to test them because they're infected, basically.
If any of you guys have seen Maze Runner, I just watched it for the first time. Basically, there's people you don't know they've been infected. Mm-hmm. You have to find out.
And so basically you go around and you test the 3 people and you find out if they're going to kill you or not. And then they transform into these organisms, they call them, or mutants, and they basically just try to kill you the whole time. It's intense.
I get so into it.
She really is.
It is so fun.
It is so much fun. And honestly, and the other box we got is
Geppetto at the carnival
of the Blood Carnival, I think.
Blood?
Or something like that.
Carnage Carnival?
Sure.
I don't know. We're probably slaughtering this.
And stop. Anyway, and basically he has 3 minions and they go out and they basically kill every turn, it feels like. And I died in 5 minutes. That was my first play. This is my reaction from that play. Holy freaking moly. This is a good game.
I think Trevin might like it more than I do. I love the game, personally, from the 2 times that I've played it. But I think you really, really, really love it.
This game is just, it's so clever.
Facts.
And very... how's the word? They thought about every detail.
Thematically and the
down to
gameplay.
The box.
And the box. Don't get me started.
You open the box. Let me just show you.
If you're watching or if you're not watching, start watching now.
This is the box. And basically what you do is you pop open the cover. It's a magnet. And you pull it off. And that's the board.
Literally the smart... Why haven't more board games started doing this? That's my question.
I don't know. Maybe it's more expensive. I don't know.
It's literally genius. I will say the one downsider that I didn't particularly love about buying this game was you do have to get the core box before you can play any of the feature films, which are each of the individual like characters and like the actual breadth of the game, which is kind of annoying.
And it's not a horrible thing, to be honest.
But if you think about it, it's a $40 game.
That's true. Well, what other games are $40? Wingspan?
But you can play that with other people. This is a play by yourself game.
This is true.
That's my only thing
But
where I'm like,
after that point, everything's only $20.
that is true. It is, I would say, from the 2 boxes we have, very expandable. The awesome thing is that you can switch any of the girls in each of the boxes with any of the locations, any of the other killers. So that's super fun. I love that it's like a mix and match. If you like playing with this girl's abilities more than another, you want to try her at a different location.
And each location has its, besides the first box, like the OG, every location has like something to make it harder. So like in the carnival one, there's traps that hurt you. In this one, there's basically the cold that hurts you, that if you go outside, you get frostbite. And so like there's just other things that really just help keep the game alive for me. And the other thing also is like a lot of times with like solo games or like variants to have an extra player, there's a lot of upkeep. You have to do this, you have to do that, there's just so much you have to clean up and take care of. That's not even your turn. This isn't bad. You flip one card, you read it, and you kind of do what it says, and it takes maybe 30 seconds, and then you move on.
Yeah, I honestly would say that this game didn't feel like a solo game to me.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like I was playing against someone, which was really cool, because my initial reaction to, a solo game, I don't know, is like when we've played with an Automa, is that what they're called?
Automa,
in a different game where it feels like, I got to take their turn, like you were saying. But this doesn't feel like that at all. And that really surprised me and kind of opened my eyes to, oh my gosh, like I would love to find more solo games like this, which I don't know if there are any. There's
a couple of like really just like solo games, but there's not a ton.
I think funny story. We bought 2 core boxes.
Yeah, so we can both play.
So we can both play at the same time.
We're weird like that. Yes. Just drop it out. That's good.
But basically, it's like that kind of game that I would get together with 5 or 6 people who all had a copy, and I would play with them.
It's true.
I don't know about you.
Well, yeah, we've talked about like going just to the board game store and just playing it there for fun.
Yeah.
Just to get out of the house, but it's such a good game to just take because it's such easy cleanup because of the box.
I will say it was a lot bigger than I anticipated. There's a location board. There's your character board. There's the killer board. There's not 3 boards. There's only 2.
There's 3.
No, there's 3. Oh, never mind. There is 3 because the core box has the girl board. Yeah. So there's 3 boards, and then there's
all the cards.
All the cards you have to lay out. There's like 12 or 13. So you lay all those out. Then you've got the like bystanders, and then you have like
the victims.
That's what they're called, the victims. So it was like very surprising to me that I had to, I don't know. It just took a lot of space on the table that I wasn't anticipating, where I thought this was like a smaller game that I could grab and go and maybe play on the airplane.
No, that will never happen.
I know.
You thought you could play this on the airplane?
Well, I thought it was just like a small, like little, like layer card down. I don't know.
This girl. Okay. Real quick, we're at the halfway point. Well, usually the halfway point. Tell us. What's our sponsor? What's going on?
We're so excited because we have just partnered with Amazon, and we're going to put a link down below to the boxes we bought, if they're still available on there, and the core box, so you guys can go check it out. But we just want to let you guys know to use those links to do your Amazon purchases, because it's really going to help us support the channel and move things forward, get our store open like we talked about. So we just want to let you guys know that that's going to be a thing when we talk about a game. We're going to link it down below for you guys to check out.
To reiterate what she said, just to make it a little clear.
Sorry.
If you use the link at all, not even for the game, within 24 hours of clicking the link, it helps us out. Because it lets Amazon know that we drove traffic there, but then we get like 2%.
But anything, it's going to go towards the channel, and
It's
just...
going to go towards buying more games to give you more videos like this, honestly.
Literally. So we can buy more Final Girl boxes.
Yes. Yes.
But we just wanted to cue you guys in because it's been super cool to see all this growth and finally be able to get something back.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Back to your regular schedule podcast. Okay. The last half of the podcast, usually what we do is final thoughts. Final Girl. Funny. That's funny.
It was funny.
Laugh. It's
I did
funny.
laugh.
Anyway, okay. This box, would you recommend it to new people?
If I could go back, I'd buy the first box that came out in the feature
100%.
film. It's called, what is it? Hans?
Hans.
Hans is the killer at the something.
Woods.
At the
I don't
woods?
know. Sure.
No. Camp Happy Trails.
That's what it is.
Camp Happy Trails. I would buy that box first just because it's like the base game. There's no trinkets or extra little who's its and what's its. I don't know.
It's true.
Whereas this one, I felt like I completely dove right into like everything.
It helped that we play other board games.
Yes, I would. Oh my gosh. If I would have played this first, I would have been like, but it wasn't that much difficult to learn, I would say. So if you are well versed in board games or like to read rule books or understand rule books super well or like to watch the video, please. It just makes it easier. Anyway, I wouldn't be afraid to buy this one. Like, I think going back, I would buy the Hans at Camp Happy Trails just to simplify things for myself, not be so overwhelmed, but it's not a huge deal if you don't want to buy that one first. This box, I think, is phenomenal. I love just, like, the map and the thematic element to it. I love, like, monsters and alien, zombie, that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like that box for this reason, and that's why I chose it while we were looking for it, like, all the different boxes.
True.
But
I would agree. I think that this game, from what we've seen and looked up, because again, we've only played 2 boxes, that there's a wide range of like skill level here.
yeah,
You have in each season, because there's 2 kind of sets that have come out, there's an easy one, there's some medium ones, and there's some hard ones. This one happens to be on that farther hard scale.
I would say medium hard. Depending on how many monsters show up, because
Yeah.
it could be 1 to 3.
Because you only had 1.
I only played with 1 monster, luckily. I lucked out. But if I would have had 3 all at once, oh my gosh.
So it can be hard. And there's just a lot to keep track of on the board, I feel like. With like
That is true.
Everyone dies from frostbite, bro.
It's true. It was nice to have Trevin there, like, helping me, because he was like, oh, don't forget to do this. Don't forget to do this. So that was super nice.
Because my brain is just a rule book.
It's true.
But yeah, like I said, like I honestly think that there's a wide range. You just gotta be smart of what you pick. So if you're kind of basic, you don't like a lot of stuff going on.
Get the main box.
Main box, Camp Happy Trails, it's good.
My thing, though, is, like, one thing that I do want to say is if you usually play games with other people and you're kind of, like, on the fence about solo games, or you're completely on the other side of the field on solo games, I would seriously consider getting this game. If you like games, you will like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
It's good.
the solo part doesn't feel that lonely.
Yeah. Well, maybe I should leave and then you play it. Let me know how it goes.
Okay, maybe that's the reason. No, but, like, I don't know.
It does feel like it just, yeah.
Because usually I like table talk, playful banter, you know? There's none of that in this.
It's true.
But
It's
I
just
didn't
dead
feel
silence.
like it was missing it either.
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself. It's kind of like watching a movie,
True.
I would say.
Yeah. I could see it. Okay. The last part of our final wrap up. Is there anything that you didn't like?
I already kind of touched on this a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
It's just how big of an area it takes up.
Mm-hmm.
I think getting the player's mat, considering it, even though I've only played the game a couple times, but it would be so nice, just the things that have their place in their place.
It's true.
I'm just kind of like that, though. I don't know.
I can see. No, it's true because there's just so much going on, and it's hard to remember what you've played and versus what you haven't played.
That's true.
And like that's probably my biggest issue with the game without the mat, like she's saying, is it's just hard to remember, oh, which cards have I played this turn and which cards can I buy next turn, because you have to keep them separate. And so it's just kind of like, oh no, like what do I do for that? And it's like that part can be hard. But it's
You
not
almost
too
need
bad.
like a sticky note to keep track.
Like a discard pile card.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like somewhere where you know, oh, because like the cards, you have to let them refresh before you can use them again, essentially. And sometimes you forget and just shuffle them back in.
True.
So I agree.
It's true.
What else would you say?
Another thing, let's see. I'd probably say the little rules matter so much in this game.
That's true.
Because like usually with a lot of games, it's like a lot of big rules. This has so many little things for every little track and how it works. And if this is at this point, then this happens. And then this card has to have this effect. It's just, there's a lot of rules to keep track of.
Especially in the 2 boxes we got. This one and then the Geppetto box. Whereas Camp Happy Trails, I feel like has the main basic little rules, because there are little rules coming with like the basic board and like all that.
But not anything
but
extra to keep track of.
Less extra rules.
So I think almost like, not to say like don't follow the rules of the game, but like I almost would rather you get the Geppetto box and play with him and act like he is just like Hans and don't throw his minions out there.
That's a good idea. We should try that.
And play like that and see how it goes, because it's just, there's just so much going on. And like honestly, like the reason why I feel like I know this game pretty well is because I watched you play it and then I played it. And so it was like I knew how to keep track of everything. But going into it blind with just the rule book, oh, it'd be so hard. It's a big rule book.
It is pretty hefty.
But
it's written really well, though, which I appreciated. Was that it was very clear and
easy
concise.
to find things.
Yeah, also true. So,
but my absolute last thought, and we'll wrap her up. It's a good game.
I think it might be on my top 10 next time.
What?
I'm being serious.
That's insane.
Do you agree?
Can't spoil anything. But probably.
I think that's a yes.
No, probably. It's really good. I'm going to throw it in the medium to hard category.
Yeah.
For the fact of like, I probably wouldn't throw beginner in it, to be honest.
You could.
You could.
You have to start somewhere.
They might not like you after. But you could. I guess that's true. You can do anything. But yeah, that's what I think. You have any last thoughts before we wrap her up?
Nope. Just, that's it.
That's a good game. Could be on our top 10. I guess you'll have to find out towards the end of the year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. That's it. So it's been a great time talking with you guys. And we can't wait to see you next time. Oh, final reminder. Amazon link. Second thing. We have a giveaway coming up. We just hit halfway.
We're halfway.
To
We're
1,000 subscribers.
halfway.
We're so excited. It's going to be awesome.
We're so excited to give this game away. You guys are going to love
We
it.
have been dying to give it away.
Not because we don't like it, but
No, but because we're
it's
ready.
so fun.
We're ready to move on to the next giveaway.
Literally. We're so we like giveaways. It's fun.
It's fun. And it's like, why not?
So
It's fun.
subscribe if you're not already subscribed so you can be a part of that.
Yes. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time and have a great day.